this is not some kind of a overreaction. This is a strategic, calibrated move. And I hope there will not be any kind of move against to this effect na mas malala against our country. So because to be very frank, between China and the Philippines, we will not win in this kind of tit for tat na tinatawag, okay? Or yung itong mga gitgitan na ganito. Especially if China will flex its muscle against us. So I really hope that we can read this. Yung alam mo, basahin natin siya in a way na we will be able to fix things and probably not escalate things to the point that we will be at a disadvantage.
Prof, nag-overreact lang ba itong China? Kasi hindi lang din naman si former Senator Francis Tolentino ang medyo maraming mga pagpuna dito po sa China, Prof.
I don't think it's an overreaction. I think it's a calibrated and strategic move. And take note, maybe this is not just it. Maybe there will be follow-up. So I think we need to be a little bit more, well, yeah. I think we need to be. I think we need to have that kind of also recalibration of what kind of statements, especially government officials or even Filipino, especially government officials, mga pinagsasasabi natin nila, well, against China, because I don't think China is I think ang ano kasi dito ganito, lahat ng tao, lahat ng bansa may patience, but sometimes yung patience nauubos din. So yun ang sinasabi ko. So what I mean is this is not some kind of a overreaction. This is a strategic, calibrated move, and I hope there will not be any kind of move against to this effect na mas malala against our country. So because to be very frank, between China and the Philippines, we will not win in this kind of tit for tat na tinatawag, okay? Or yung itong mga gitgitan na ganito. Especially if China will flex its muscle against us. So I really hope that we can read this. Yung alam mo, basahin natin siya in a way na we will be able to fix things and probably not escalate things to the point that we will be at a disadvantage.
Opo. At ito po ba sa pagkakaalam nyo, ayun ang beses na merong hindi pinapasok sa mga lugar ng saklaw po ng China? Kasi naalala ko, during last administration ata, may hindi pinapasok. Yung naging critical din naman sa relasyon sa China. Ito ay sa katauhan ni dating DFA Chief Del Rosario, at naalala ko pa si dating Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales, na kumalala natin merong complaint din dati mismo sa Chinese president, and at the same time sa iba pang mga opisyal kaugnay nga dyan sa issue sa West Philippine Sea, sa South China Sea po. Meron ding mga ilang opisyales sa dati doon naganap ito parang Duterte administration, pero yung mga opisyal na yon ay noong Aquino administration pa sa katauhan ni na dating DFA Secretary Del Rosario at Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales. During that time hindi rin sila nakapasok doon sa Hong Kong, at mga naging kritiko din ito. Nakikita nyo rin po ba, or kumbaga parang ito ba yung first time na nagkaroon ng malinaw talaga na sanction ang isang malaking bansa, lalo na dito sa ating bansa Pilipinas?
Ang alam ko kasi, yung kina Carpio, I think it's more Hong Kong lang ata. Pero this is the first time I think na talaga ang isang former government elected official, kasi si Tolentino ay naging senador, is first ever Filipino to be officially sanctioned by the Chinese government. First time ito, thus far. First time.
Opo, at para sa kanya, badge of honor at hindi masa-silence daw yung karapatan ng Pilipinas sa pangyayaring ito, Prof. Anong nakikita nyo po or ano bang dapat na tugon dito rin ng ating national government?
I think naman when you talk about the issue of the South China Sea conflict between China and the Philippines, and even yung issue also of the South China Sea between the Philippines and other claimant state, this is pre-existing issues. Ang sa akin kasi ganito lang kasimple yon. As long as you argue, I think, within the bounds and limits, and in a way na you don't really go up to the extent na the other side will perceive it as parang you're already, kumbaga, naapektuhan na yung kanilang image as a country probably, or you're already verging into a point na yung kanilang so-called interest na undermine, wala namang problema when you advocate, I think, when you talk about kung ano ang mga issues na related sa dispute sa South China Sea. Ang tingin ko lang naman dyan is yung overboard. Yung don't go to that extent na some of the things that sinasabi hindi din nasa lugar, or nasa border ka na ng fake news, or to a greater extent sobrang propaganda na. Kasi alam mo, wala naman akong problema kung makikipag-debate ka on South China Sea issue as long as it's within the na factual siya na debate. Kasi wala naman, I don't think even other countries in the region, even China or even other claimant state like Malaysia, Brunei, I don't think magkakaroon sila ng reason to sanction a person kung debate lang pag-uusapan, or you're advocating for your claims in the South China Sea as a country. I don't think may ganong problema. Pero para sa akin siguro, maybe sa paningin ng China, overboard na. At saka kasi na-spotlight din kasi ni Tolentino yung Chinese Embassy, I think, dahil dun sa kanyang mga Senate hearing na may kinalaman dun sa ang sinasabi ni Ma'am Teresita Angsi na may kinalaman dun sa parang
PR firm.
PR firm na nag-organize ata ng party or award ceremony na nag-organize ng pagkain and all that para dun sa ceremony mismo ng award ceremony ata yon. So yun siguro kasi parang na-spotlight, at siguro in a way you put the Chinese Embassy in Manila in a spotlight na wala namang illegal doon sa ginawa nila kung nag-held sila ng ceremony, ng awarding, na nag-hire sila ng PR firm. I don't see also anything wrong with that. Kasi lahat naman ng embassy nag-hire ng events, or hindi nga PR firm event organizing yun Kasi alam ko yan na event, kasi I was there in that event also. So siya event organizing siya, na nag-organize ng parang food, program, lights, stage, decorations, mga ganon So siguro that was also a bit overboard on the part of Tolentino. So tsaka siyempre during the election, ang dami niya mga sinasabi, lulusubin ng Pilipinas ang China, pag di nyo ako binoto, lulusubin na ang Pilipinas ng China, yung mga ganong tipong rhetorics na wala namang katotohanan yun. So siguro umabot sa point na maybe China felt offended, and at the end of the day, kung magsasanction sila ng isang official or isang country or whoever, I think it's their right. They're a sovereign state. They can do, as long as for them it's what they think is right for them. Wala tayong magagawa dun because it's their prerogative, and they're a sovereign state, just like us, so they can do whatever they want as long as it's within the bounds of their own territory, and may power sila to do that as far as they're concerned. Wala tayong magagawa doon.